It's time to talk about the Utah Mammoth. That's how you pronounce it, right? The Mammoth?
Yes.
Also known as Utah Mammoth, who last year were just Utah HC. And they finished with 89 points. Good enough for only 6th in the division. I'm telling you, the Central is a tough place to play hockey. And they went in with aspirations of making the playoffs, which I think they're going in with the same aspirations this year. They had 89 points. The over-under is actually slightly higher, 92.5. So, and to go under, better odds than over. What are we saying? Utah Mammoth, Jesse and Steve.
That's so mean. Do you want to go first or me?
Yeah, I'm just under.
You're under.
Under.
You're not a big fan.
I have under.
That's not. I'm just saying on
Jesse
that.
hates the Mammoth.
No, if I got to make that bet, I'm gonna lean under.
I like the Mammoth. I could easily see them making the playoffs. Under.
Okay. I will also say under. But I think they're going to be around what they were last year. And listen, this is a team that has, you look at it on paper, you're like, man, there's a lot of talent there. The problem is in the division, there's a lot of talent. 3 of the NHL's best teams, Jets, Stars, Avalanche, 1, 2, 3 in the division. Then you got the Wylde and Blues, who both made the playoffs last year. And the Wylde were, and people forget this, neck and neck with the Jets until the injuries sort of brought them down in the regular season. It's going to be hard work for Utah to get in. But if they are going to do it, let's start with the goaltending. Connor Ingram, as of this recording, has not been traded yet, but he will be. You've got Vejmelka and you've got Vitek Vanacek, both 29 years old. The Vejmelka deal seems like a really, really good one. You got to like their goaltending, even if you don't love it. Is that fair?
It's definitely at least adequate.
It's adequate.
Yeah, Vanacek's a bit of a wild card, but Vejmelka's a very good goalie.
Jesse, unless you have anything crazy to add on the goaltending discussion, I am going to move on to defense.
I think they are underrated in net. I think it is solid goaltending that can win you enough games.
It's not like Seattle where it's like, hey, we can win tonight. No, that guy's playing. We can't.
Yeah, on the surface level, you're like, there's not a lot of star power in those names, but it's good enough. It'll get you through the season.
Vejmelka had a 904 save percentage in 58 games. 58 is actually insane.
That's a lot of games.
In today's NHL, especially for a goalie who maybe doesn't have the brand name of other guys. Like it's like Vasilevsky numbers.
That's crazy. The amount of games that Anthony Solers has played in the last 2 years.
Honestly, did Wall and Stolers hit that combined?
I don't even know.
No, that's really good.
But like the Vanacek thing is a little, what are we getting out of Vanacek? But he's shown his moments, and I think as a backup, he'll be good. He'll be good,
especially at $1.5 million.
Yeah,
that's a pretty solid deal. Now, what Utah did last year, sneakily, is they made 2 of the smartest trades you could make: Sergachev and Dursey. They already have John Marino as well. And that's 3 young, great players heading into their prime or already in their prime in Marino's case. And I look at the money that they got them locked up to. It's all fair money. Here's the problem, though. If they're not playing, it's kind of difficult to ice a really good team. And Sergachev and Dursey both went down long-term and early. And I think that really kind of handcuffs you.
Well, Sergachev did end up playing 77 games.
For some reason I thought he was injured.
No, it was, well, he has been injured in the past. It was the right side was rebuilt and then immediately decimated.
Right. Okay.
It was Dursey and Marino.
It was, okay, I got it mixed up. Sorry.
Yeah, Dursey only played 30 games, Marino only 35. That's bad. But side effect of that is Michael Kesselring got to play a bigger role, proved he was pretty good, and ended up being a big trade chip for them, which allowed them to go out and get JJ Peterka.
Right. But they don't have him here.
Yeah, so. They allowed him to. No, and now those 2 are back.
I know.
Yeah,
those 2 are back.
Very good.
I thought it was 2.
What does a full season?
I was wrong.
Of these 2,
yes.
No, I'm just giving you shit. What does a full season of those 2 guys on the right side give you? Because Jersey is a power play puck mover, learned under Drew Doughty, really, really good player.
I mean, it almost like. You go into these videos going, what were they last year? What are the pluses? What are the minuses? And it almost makes them like one of the teams in the league with potentially the biggest variation from one year to the other. And they didn't even have to do much to do that. You didn't even get a full season combined out of guys who were supposed to be the top 4 of your right side. So in a way, yes, I'm grading on a curve and shoehorning it in there, but in a way, those are two huge adds to the team, even though they're guys who were on the team last year.
And you're looking up at the forward here. The top name, the highest paid player on the team is, other than obviously Sergachev, is Jason John Peterka, who did not want to play in Buffalo anymore and no longer has to. What does he bring to this team just on his own that they didn't already have that was worth parting with a guy like Kesselring for?
Pew, 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 pew. He's a crazy shooter, great sniper, unreal offensive talent. And I'm just looking at the at Utah. Cooley and Schmaltz both have really good playmaking ability, but it's difficult to. I mean, you can't pass the puck into the net. Like those guys are great playmaking ability, but Keller had 60 assists and led the way. I think they had a bit of a scoring issue, right? Like a bit of a finishing issue to add an elite finisher to all those guys who can really sling the puck around. I think it might be a fun season in Utah.
You might say they had a check issue.
Hey,
they solved it. Hey, with JJ Peterka. Jesse, what do you think about this forward group?
The part they're lacking is right down the middle. Like, I know Cooley's going to grow into his role there, and he's going to be good eventually. Barrett Hayton's your other center you're looking at. You got Kerfoot, who's probably going to make the lineup in some respect when he's healthy, and Jack McBain and Stenlin down the middle. So it's just that's the only part I look at, and I look at the forward group, and I say, you're still light down the middle, and I wish like they're one name away there for me to really be like, oh, this is a team that's kind of solidified up and down, because I like their defense. And JJ Peterka, like on the wing there, you're going to get so much that you were missing at it from him. And I think he's going to be even better than he is because he's 23, so he's only going to get better.
Yep.
He's already a 28 goal scorer, so he's going to enter that echelon where he's scoring 30 goals. Maybe he has 40 goal potential, and they're going to get to feast on that part of his career, which is great. I just need a little bit more from down the middle to solidify this group, and they can be a surprise team if one of those centermen hops up into this next category of center.
I don't think it's an apples to apples comparison, but there's a little bit of Seattle there where I look at the team up and down, and there's nothing I look at and I go, that's a weakness. That's real bad. It's just how high end is enough.
Yeah, I don't think their ceiling is very high, but they, like you said, they have a good variance where they could jump into a playoff spot very easily, but I don't expect them to be at the top of the division.
Yeah, and what's exciting is Genther, Cooley, Peterka, 22, 21, and 23. Give that 3 or 4 years. That's going to be one of the most, if they can keep them together, one of the more formidable lines in the league.
Yeah, they don't do the Buffalo Sabres thing where you just collect young guys and you're young forever and none of the young guys can learn because they're all so young. Like, they are getting the Sergachevs of the world to try and supplant that. Like, they are trying to not do that. So hopefully they continue that with their forward group as well.
Now, this is such an interesting group. Like, we discovered on one of our podcasts in the spring that the Vancouver Canucks still do not have like a dedicated practice facility. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Oh, yeah.
But Utah just opened theirs up, and it looks amazing. They're going to be doing renovations to the United Center before the Olympics come. This is a very exciting time to be in Salt Lake, and I think
you can't tell me that doesn't affect you.
I think it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that was part of the reason John Tavares left the Islanders, was the arena situation and where are they practicing and how getting to Brooklyn. Remember, like that is
important, man.
Absolutely. Important. This ownership group seems like one of the more exciting and dynamic in the league. And I'm really excited for the future of the franchise. Because it feels like there's a ton of hope and there's a ton of excitement, and going to those games is going to be a really exciting and great experience. And hopefully we get another market like Vegas where people are just rabid and passionate.
Just before people yell at you in the comments, wrong airline, Delta Center.
Oh, Delta Center.
How dare you?
United Center is Chicago.
Oh, what's the difference?
With
these Delta and whatever. Yeah. But I'm just excited for the future of the franchise, and for anybody who's worked there since the Coyotes, I'm sure they are too. So let's talk about where we think they'll finish. Clearly the future's bright in Utah, but is it bright enough to get them past the line and into the playoffs this season?
I'm going to go with odds on no. It wouldn't shock me in the slightest if they made it. They made a real good push towards the end of the season there. They just had to contend with the Blues, who had this
crazy win streak.
Really good strategy of never losing games that got them
Hard to compete with.
Yeah, and like the reason I said under on the over under, I mean,
it's a division.
92. It's going to be so hard. Now it might be because it's a division of killers. It might actually be a low threshold to get in because the points are so spread out.
Yep.
It's not necessarily a division of haves and have-nots, but out of the playoffs, 6th.
Jesse Blake.
Yeah, their range here is I think that you got a chance for a 4 to 6 finish for the Mammoth. They might be on the high end. They might be on the low end. I'm going to put them at the low end because of where I had the other team. So 6 in the division.
I agree with you guys both, and that's a bad sign for us. That means they're going to win the division. But I look at the Wylde and I look at the Blues, and I go, here's 2 teams that have done it. And when I'm doing these predictions, I always look at it like, okay, but have you done it yet? They have not done it yet. The Wylde and Blues have. I think the Wylde are better than what they showed last year if they're healthy. The Blues are surprising. We'll see where they finish. Utah in 6th until otherwise, but man, I think the future's bright in Utah for the Mammoth. So that is your Utah Mammoth season preview, the first one.